Hello, Renee Flamont here. This topic is a tricky one because it's based on the concept that perception is reality, and it doubles the concept your perception is definitely your reality. So, for example, if you think that someone has cheated on you and you really believe it, then they did, because you can't get past it. You will never stop asking questions. They will, if they have cheated and you believe it, like we've all been in that situation, right, with our narcissist, where we find how the kids say the receipts, we found the text, we found the email, we saw them, we caught them, whatever. When that happens and they're standing in front of you and they're saying, "Are you crazy? You're psychotic." That was a word my narcissist liked to use, and he was really, really dense. But I think he thought that was a big word. I don't mean to be rude, but he was dense. He told me he was, and I should have believed him. "You're psychotic." "Oh, am I? Because I'm reading this." And I'm am I psychotic, or is that what I'm reading? What am I reading then? Okay? So if you think or feel that they've cheated, it's pretty much like they did. It can and will rule and possibly ruin your relationship if you don't have trust. It will ruin it. And by trust, I mean you make a choice to believe your partner against your instincts, like we talked about Monday. Please look up Mondays. You go against your instinct. And when you're reading something, is that instinct? Right? You know they did. You have it. Okay? So then when that happens, they go into, if are you mental doesn't work, are you crazy doesn't work, the gaslighting doesn't work, then they're going to say things like, they could come out with, "Well, I don't know, you ignore me," or they're going to try to put the blame on you. They're going to do it that way. Now, she knows I can't deny it. Let me at least give a reason why I did it. Here's the thing, you guys. Oh, God. We see this in the second season of White Lotus as well, by the way. But no details. But the concept of cheating and believing your partner, if you ever did question your partner in this regard, is huge. The concept of believing your partner, having trust in your partner, is huge. Because let's say, for example, okay, I was married once. If I ever said to my husband at the time, I think way in the beginning of our relationship, I think I was jealous. I definitely had that aspect, and he would tell me, "Are you crazy?" And I know I was being crazy. He wasn't gaslighting me. He would never. Now you could show me a picture from the time period during which we were married. You could show me a picture of my husband with a harem, and I would say that picture is doctored. I'm not being stupid. I've known him 30 years. I know what kind of stellar human being he is, and I know I was being a silly 25, 26-year-old kid when I was being jealous or whatever when we first met. So you don't know the character of a person, or you're trying to convince yourself against your instinct, or you're trying to accept whatever excuse they come up with once you found receipts. You guys, you're going to go through life pretty much never trusting them again. So you have to decide if that's how you want to live. And this isn't a healthy couple where it might happen once and they sought help and you guys are on the road to recovery. That can happen. I'm open to that. Humanity, mistakes happen, whatever. Between two people was going on. They found their fire again. They're all set. I don't know. But with a narcissist, they got caught. They got caught. They're going to do it again and try not to get caught. And you have to trust your instincts again. If you feel they cheated, it's pretty much like they did cheat. Your perception is your reality. And you know, if you don't trust your person completely and comfortably, then no matter what they tell you, no matter what the truth actually is, doesn't even matter, because you're not going to believe them. And that's sad. And then you might say, well, maybe I'm just being paranoid. If they're trustworthy, maybe I'm being paranoid. Maybe. That was me when I was just met my then husband. Yeah, That's to me looks like a paranoid young 26-year-old jealous girl, right? Right? Nothing to be, he was a good guy. I was with him 24. What are you, crazy? But I got out of that. Obviously, we moved on from that. We got married, had a child, and then we got divorced. But I'm saying, if you are in that space, you have to decide if you want to live with that. Because you're not going to believe them. Ever. It will rear its ugly head in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. You will have a question about that relationship forever. And it will never go away. Ever. And what an absolutely awful place to reside with your partner. That you can't relax. That you can't go, okay. Do you know what I mean? Like the kind of relationship I would like, and I know couples like this, neither one worries. I know a couple that they both work. Their work takes them out of town. Neither one, I know both people, neither one have anything to worry about. And again, people say, well, how do you know what I know both these people 100%. Neither one has anything to worry about. And you know what? They both know in their life that they don't have anything to worry about. So when one person goes away on business, the other person's home relaxed. When the other person goes away, the other person's home relaxed. Relaxed. Can you imagine that? Being relaxed. A narcissist never makes you feel relaxed. You're always on edge. You always think they're cheating because they've done it. Chances are they've done it. So you never can relax. And you know, no way I'd want to be in that situation. I read once the following, and I will never forget this. They said if you crumple up a piece of paper, crumple it, take a piece of paper and crumple it up, and then you put it on the ironing board and you iron it. Please don't catch on fire. I did this once, but I don't remember. I'm sure I used a low setting. Who knew you could iron paper? I'm sure I used a low setting. Just go at it carefully, but I want you to try it. Just go at it carefully so that it doesn't, I don't want that to happen to you. They said if you iron a piece of paper, and they're right, because I tried it. If you iron it, sure, the paper becomes flat, but guess what? You still see the lines made in the paper from crumpling it up. That's what trust is like. You may iron it out flat. You may go forward and be able to have this relationship with this person. Again, not talking about a healthy relationship where trust can, in fact, and has been in my face, I've seen it, been rebuilt. But the paper will always have the lines. And with a narcissist, the paper will always, always, always have the lines. Your perception is your reality with these kinds of people. And if they betrayed you once, they will again. It's just a matter of time. Well, he couldn't possibly. I mean, I have his phone and he doesn't go out anymore. Oh my God. People have been cheating on each other from the dawn of time. Dawn of time. Long before email, computers, cell phones. Are you kidding me? Long before houses had two cars where one person could go one way, the other person can go the other. Long before women were in the workforce. Long before, the joke about the milkman. There's always a way. You're not going to stop it if someone's character is that they're going to betray you. And if you feel that they've betrayed you, it's pretty much like they did, whether you're being paranoid or not, whether they're calling you crazy or not. So the only thing I can tell you is you have to look at the character of the person in front of you. And what do we talk about many times in the last month or so? Or you have to accept the truth in front of you. They cheated, you don't trust them, you want to go forward anyway, you're not ready to leave, okay. But stop making yourself crazy trying to believe them and keep getting repetitively hurt. Accept the truth in front of you. That is your reality. They're a cheater. That's what they do. That's what they do. So go forward and accept that. Maybe it'll be easier for you. I don't know what kind of advice to give you if you're staying with someone who perpetually cheats. I don't know what advice to give. I even asked my last narcissist, I would never have done it. You find yourself bargaining anything. Well, do you want to have an open relationship, I said? Is that what you'd like? Now, I'm not the type to have an open relationship, but I was like, is that what you need? We can talk about that. Can't talk about that. I was doing anything to hold on to it for dear life. Why was I trying to hold on to a person who is just, the grossest cad in the universe? Because I was trauma bonded into thinking I needed to be with this person because of the way they treated me when the good one showed up. Okay, the good guy. I used to, guys know I call him the 5% guy. The guy with his mask on during love bombing. That's only 5% of them. The 95% rest of them is lousy, and if you feel they're doing something to you, then it's pretty much like they did. So you have to make the decision whether or not you want to live like that. I don't tell you to leave, but I just want you to not hold out hope for things to change or get better, because you'll probably always have that feeling inside your gut, and it's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to live with. And I caution you to have your eyes wide open, use your instincts, and please, please, please value yourself. I thank you for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time.